Welcome to FYI. Good morning. For your information, it is the second day of September, and if you all see a little smoke, a little steam flying past my face, it's coffee beneath. It's the coffee beneath. No beer. It's not all beer, good folks. But good to see each and every one of you on the live this morning. Debbie Collins, Style by No, Rohan Basantram. Rohan, I ain't seen in a little while. Is everything okay, Rohan? Is everything okay? Good to see you on the live. Dolly Anderson, Kyle Bino is here, Tommy Gibbs. Folks, it's Friday. It's our final day of the week for programming. Yep. But good to have you folks here nonetheless. Y'all know, even though it's Friday, we ain't throttling down, we're throttling up. Oh, we had the brilliant Dr. Vincent Adams last evening talking about oil and gas. And folks, you need to watch that. Bring yourself up to speed with what's happening in oil and gas. Please and thank you, folks. Bring yourselves up to speed. We had Dr. Vincent Adams join us. We waded through a lot of issues. And I don't know if because Dr. Adams was on last evening, but do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. But we got some movement this morning on that very matter. Kamal is here very bright and early. Kamal Prasad, good to see you, Kamal, the Region 7 Vice Chair. We love her so much. We love her. I see a lot of chairmen under a lot of stress these days. You know, chairman of RDCs, NDCs, overseers as well. A lot of pressure. Fidel Albert, we see you there. Leslin, we see you there as well. And Irwin Don, Marcia Agar, Jacqueline Clark, Debbie Collins, Fidel Albert, Sonia Massey, Paula Hicks. I see Deborah Pearson is here too, folks. Deborah Pearson is here too. How y'all doing, good folks? How are y'all doing out there? We're happy that you folks on the live. Jilly G, Paula Hicks, Ingrid Crawford. Good to see you, Irwin Don, Amanda Kendall. I see you there, Amanda. We see you there, Amanda. Folks, share the live as you come on. Smash that emoji button as you on, folks. Please and thank you. Smash that emoji button, folks. And let me go down the road. I got a cup of hot coffee here. See, the steam coming past my face. You see a little something. There's no beer. It's just the beautiful heat from this coffee. I'm inhaling it. Yeah, right now having my coffee. And that's set. Dear folks, right now having my coffee. How are you all doing at your end? Marcy Egarts, I there. Yolanda Thomas, I there, Sharon. Folks, happy Friday. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Folks, find some time this weekend for yourself. Please and thank you. Find some time for your loved ones. Same thing, find some self for your loved ones. Your family too, folks. Be gentle with yourself this weekend. Please work hard. I know people out in the diaspora work really hard. You see them people who are there by here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God of mercy. It's like they make work. Notice, sir. We come out here for work. We come for play. We come out here for work. So you walk in and they do something with the time. You know, a lot of the people out in the diaspora, when touched by them, you know how they out here 40 years. You know how they, it's like they come yesterday, them and do nothing. You see? They do nothing. But these folks, they did a lot. They did it for me and them. They catch up. Folks, this work like that. Everybody, giddy up. You see? Love it. Marlon Trim, Sandra, Savannah, good to have you there. Veronica Primo, and all the other folks joining us. Share the live, folks. Please and thank you. Smash that emoji button as well. I thought we shared the live, but apparently we haven't done it on our other pages. We're going to do that now. Post haste, folks. Allow us, please. And we're allowing you. Take a minute, share the live, smash that emoji button, folks. Partner with us as well. For those who know, we don't run on water. Like tell y'all one time, we don't run on water. So smash that emoji button. Please share the live and partner with us as well. You know, we love if we didn't have to come asking for anything. You know, if you all know me like that. I ain't like ask at all. I some kind of people. You see? When I growing up, parents used to say, you know, rather suck salt through a wooden spoon than ask people, you rather suck salt through a wooden spoon. You know how long I took together? You know, I slow like that. Iceberg, rather suck salt. Glenford, Greenwich, through wooden spoon. It took me a long time. You see, it's about last year when I turned 35. That thing just came to me one day. So I said, "Oh, this is funny, man. Shit." Last year when I turned 35, who don't know? Who don't know? Malanda Innes, we see you there. Some things just come to you like that, you know. You ever read a book? It makes no sense to you. And then later on in life, it just comes to you like that. Full blown, like the wind, according to Martin Carter. Martin Carter, our late great national poet in Guyana. He said some poems came to him like that. Full blown like the wind. One time it's a boom. Then some others, you gotta work hard at it. Yeah. Sometimes years later, book hit you so back and say, "Oh, this is what you meant here. You know, this is what you meant here." Right? I remember reading West Naipaul's Half a Life. And in that book, one of the characters said to his son, "I'm sending you to this university overseas, it's based in the Caribbean, not to become a white man, you see, but to get an education." It took me a long time to appreciate that. You ever meet some people who are more Yankee than the Yankee? More Yankee than the Yankees? Well, folks, got some family out here. These lovely folks that put me up for this couple of days, it's a little more than a couple of days. But this couple of days, you should hear them talk. It's like they left Guyana yesterday. And they're here for 35 years now. It's a lot. And they still ground. You see, still to the ground. Some others, yesterday, they come. My God. Y'all know the comebackies. Gil Alika. Y'all know them comebackies. I love it. Debbie Collins said, "Sharon, you're looking back to 35. It's eternal flesh, Debbie. It's eternal flesh. You're looking back for 35 plus." We big, Debs. Debs, we big. We big, but we looking good. We ain't taking too much night. It's just the right amount. You see? Just the right amount tonight, Jew. And then we got a turtle flesh. You see? Folks, welcome to the morning broadcast. We don't plan sometimes all these things, you know, unscripted. It just comes to us like that. Full blown, like the wind, according to Carter. Number of things we're touching on this morning, folks. And I want to get to some of them before y'all say, "He ain't got the program, he just bluffing." You know, fluff. You know when you tune into a program. Some of these guys don't come with nothing, you know. They do no preparation, no research, nothing. They just come and they gap for a whole hour. We actually do a lot of work, you know. I got to get up at 4 in the morning and we start curating the information. Half of it is done for us by automation, but we got to sift through to see what happened overnight, what we should tell you all about, what we should update you all about. Yeah, we actually do some work. We actually do some work around these parts, folks. We actually do some work. And folks, as we proceed, we want to let you guys know. Y'all know this by heart by now. One of our favorite places for all our documentation needs. For all our documentation needs, is this fantastic firm, the Alistair Collins firm, folks. If you need a good justice of the peace, a good commission of oaths, affidavits, right down there, close to Waterloo Street, on Lamaha Street, between Camp and Lamaha, but closer to Waterloo, at the Calvian Mall on the ground floor. Y'all go in there. They treat you beautifully. You understand me? They treat you beautifully. And if you come down them nights, they'll probably give you even a cup of coffee, a sandwich or something like that. It's nice people. We don't say but helping anybody. The Alistair Collins firm. Tell them I sent you. Probably even treat you even better. When you touch them, they think you're foreign. How the treatment is so up and up. Professional people. Professional. And if they treat you all different when you all go, y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Folks, we recommend them. We recommend them highly. We recommend them highly. So welcome to our broadcast. Welcome to our broadcast. You got a lot we're dealing with this morning. We'll be the first to tell you all. We got a lot we're dealing with this morning, folks. A lot we're dealing with in the morning papers. And we want to get to some of it. We want to get to some of it because I want y'all know. One of the things we got in the morning papers, the president of the GTU, the Ghana Teachers Union, ladies and gentlemen, I think he got a little lenience some place. Let's drink a little coffee now. I think he got little lean-ins somewhere. But when them boys rough you up, like he's come back to himself, the president of the Ghana Teachers Union, look, no, I don't write me. I talk the things. That's why we ask you guys to partner with us so we can talk the things we don't. No, nobody writes me. You see? No, I could imagine if some of you, your foreign spouse, listening and say, what does that mean? You don't write me. They don't write me. You got enough bucks in dictionary. Bucks your Creeley's dictionary. You see, for these things, bucks it back. They don't write me. They don't write us. So we can talk the things. Sometimes operates as though he got little lead-ins. It's not to the right side. It's not to the right side. So don't come wrong with funny. Don't do it. But Mark came out this morning to say, you see this? You see this grant that the bossing about? This school grant? Look, let me put things into perspective. That is what Mark said. Let me put things in perspective. Sorry about that. Don't get tired. That is what we heard. This is the Guyana Teachers Union president, Mark, like fantastic fellow, very bright fellow, good teacher. That's what he said. Let me put, because I saw it run out. And I saw a lot of people giving high marks in prayer. I mean, if the thing concerns you, right, and it's a good program you have and so on, take your kudos. Me ain't gonna time for that. You take your kudos where you can find them. Lovely young woman wrote to us this morning, and I found her words were so nice. You know, she said, you know, I watch your show every night. I'm quoting her. I watch your show nightly. Without a doubt, it is the best Guyanese show on social media. I agree with her. I'm feeling very, very Trump-esque. I agree with her bigly. You know, remember Trump said he had the biggest inauguration crowd and actually put photographs side by side with he and Barack Obama. He's that kind of fella. But I ain't that's doing this man. I agree with the lady. We have the best political show on social media. We have the best. We have the largest audience for live show on Facebook, on YouTube, and we want to make it even bigger. And it's not thanks to us, it's thanks to y'all. A whole pack of fast people like Ben Linton, crowding out here every day. Seymour George, Jacqueline Christopher, Waverly Doris, Petal Thorne. Most of the fast people, like the one in Linden, what's your name again? Diane Gravesandi. You know, Veronica Primo, most of the fast people packing out here every day. Mark Light said, let us put things in perspective. Don't get tired. I can see you now got back your book now. For your foreign wife, your foreign husband. But don't get tired means. Don't get tired. Folks, you know, Naomi, Rihanna Bingo, what I love about being Guyanese, you can get the whole book, you know. You can get one word. You can get one phrase. You know the whole essay. You know the whole book. Don't get tired. When somebody tell you don't get tired, they mean don't go in bondage or, you know, some of y'all like a little bondage. You know, don't let a bandit, you know, constrain you or restrain you. But say, don't get tired. You know, I don't even know what is the English equivalent. I just know what it means. And you know what it means. That's the Mark come out saying this, man. Y'all don't get tired with prayer. Prayer and do nothing here. You know, a lot of teachers have been complaining about this school grant. They said they thought the grant is for them to buy teaching aids and so on, and materials that would facilitate them buying teaching aids. Some teachers think it's their money too. Some teachers think it's their money. But Mark Light, the president of the Ghana Teachers Union, he informs us this morning where this whole thing came from. where this whole thing came from and exactly what it is supposed to be doing. Yep. So don't get tired. Those of you getting tired, you see, don't get tired. I'm happy that Mark put things into perspective, folks, because sometimes you need to. Take a look. Take a listen.
With the school grants, I just want to put into perspective um, the fact that the Guyana Teachers Union, in its multi-year proposal, uh, would have indicated very clearly that we would like to have grants given to all schools, and those grants um, must be given so that the schools can actually purchase whatever they need. And this came on the backdrop that in some education districts, grants were given while others, supplies were given, much of which was inadequate, not meeting the needs, quality was poor. So we recognize that over the last 3 years that several things that we would have requested via our multi-year proposal are being plucked out and addressed, while the main issue affecting teachers have not been addressed, which is the salary matters. And that is what I said has been, cause for grave concern as to why in this present day as a Guyanese, when there is much resources to ensure that everyone lives uh, a life where they have adequate supplies and not only a 1% enjoying a good life in Guyana, that it should be meted out to our hardworking, dedicated teachers. So the school grants, like I said, came on the backdrop of what was plucked out of our multi-year proposal. And we welcome the fact that the Ministry of Education has seen it fit to address that concern, because out of the meager salary and the pure dedication and commitment of our teachers, many of our teachers were utilizing their own resources, their meager resources, to purchase items for their classrooms to ensure that it was learner friendly. And so the present supply must be explained to the general public, because there is a perception that the $4,000 per child is handed to every teacher. And I would like to clearly say that for our teachers on the call, that the school must put together a school grant committee, which doesn't include parents, to determine what the needs are in terms of resource needs. And there are some guidelines as to how this money can be spent in for the different field of how this money can be spent to purchase the necessary things that will make the school achieve its purpose, and take away that extra burden placed on our teachers for decades. Right? Take away that extra burden and allow our teachers to not be in a state where they have to use their meager salaries to address. Extend this. Yes, they have to use their meager salaries to address materials and such like. So it's welcome, and I just want John Public and our teachers to understand that the head teacher of your school is responsible, having signed to uplift that cash, is responsible for counting for every dime within a certain time as stated on the circular. I also want to put into perspective here that this cash is in no way going to teachers. Teachers are not getting cash. The cash is going to be spent on janitorials, office supplies, and field materials. And these are specific to giving some adequate supplies to teachers who are teaching their various classes, whether they need markers or um, geometry set for the class as class sets, whether they need sports equipment, you know, to ensure that the physical education program is being properly done. So it is not cash coming to teachers to spend on themselves and their families. So let us not go away with that false perception that this money is going into any teacher's pocket to spend on their family, to spend in the supermarket on themselves. This money is specific to purchasing items. So it does not impact the teacher's living standard. And I want to make this very clear. This grant is to the educational needs of students. This grant is specific to supplies that are needed to enhance curriculum delivery. This grant will not impact the livelihood of teachers. And so let us not jump around the place saying and do false postings to say that this grant will impact teachers' life. It does not impact the life of any teacher. The grant does not impact the life of any teacher. And the why I say this is because it will not determine how much more money teachers have in their pockets when they go to the supermarket to take care of their need. It will not impact the disposable income of our members, our hardworking, dedicated teachers, when they have to pay their rent or their mortgage or their car payment, or when they have to send their children to school. It doesn't impact the daily life of a teacher. And I want that to be made very, very clear. So those persons who are running around, jumping around, posting up that this is to the benefit of teachers' livelihood, I want you to think again. And there are materials out there that will substantiate what I'm saying. That the monies are to buy janitorials, office supplies, and field materials to enhance learning in the classroom. We have been asking for that in addition to our increase in salary. So if this is being addressed, it does not address increase in salary and disposable income for teachers.
Yeah, that is the Guyana Teachers Union president, Mr. Mark Light, addressing that issue quite recently, as you saw there on a live on social media, and really and truly putting things into context. Putting things into context. And I love what he said there at the end. This is not affecting the economy of the teacher in the pocket, right? Or as Irfan put it, the liquidity in your pocket is not affecting that. Right? If the ministry had go and buy the things themselves, it will make no difference. But as President Light said, the PTU, the school has to put a committee in place, and then they can see what are the felt needs of the various classrooms, and then they go about addressing that. Or the wider school, janitorial supplies and all that. I mean, like a given teacher more work. If you ask me, at the same pay. But I'm happy that Mr. Light came forward and really brought clarity. And that because a lot of people running away and say, oh, it's a PVP. But as Mark said, it took that out of their multi-year proposal, trying to address that proposal in a very piecemeal, manner, a very piecemeal manner. So I'm happy, I'm very happy that Mr. Light came forward and he spoke definitively and directly to that particular issue. A number of things we covered this morning, and we wanted to start there. Don't get tired up. Don't get tired up with who is really and truly responsible for this school's grant. Don't get tired, folks. And I want to really thank Mr. Mark because we need clarity. Clarity is power. And I'm happy that the president of the Ghana Mr. Mark stepped forward and said what he said there. Number of other things we want to turn to. Remember, we told you last evening we had Dr. Vincent Adams, expert in oil and gas and petroleum, expert in a lot of other things, and nobody in honey, not knee pain, nothing to backdoor. Studied and was awarded his PhD, gained his expertise in lots of these areas. He understands it, headed the EPA. And we spoke about what's happening with this Exxon audit money. They owe us, this guy needs 214 million US dollars. Antonia, US dollars they owe us 240 million. And somebody gonna cook up another audit to counteract the IHS market audit. Go and counteract that and say, oh, they only was 3 million US. What? Them people building house in Manhattan, Nangayana, for them kickbacks and drawbacks. They tie up with corrupt audit, with corrupt Exxon. They wrap up with them. Well, the Abba ran out this morning. Irfan swim out this morning, and he says launch. He said the police must launch, or whoever, CID, CIA, FBI must launch an investigation forthwith into this audit. You see, you got to keep pressuring them. You got to keep bringing pressure to bear on these jagabats and trench crappos. You got to keep bringing the pressure to bear. And I'm happy you've been doing that, Joel Ward. He swim out this morning. He want investigation. Why? Because they believe in transparency and good governance? No, it's because pressure must fight. And you all have been up in the ante where they're concerned. PNCR had a press conference just yesterday on this very issue. Look at how hot people like Naomi now. PNCR had a press conference just yesterday on this very issue. And a number of things were said. And one of the things economist Elson Lowe said, this fellow Jaglio, who touts himself as the oil czar, ants can't crawl across an oil drum, and he don't know pronounce on it. But he say he know not about this audit. This audit that just disappeared. You minus 3 million from 214. How much you get? 72 million US. Let me see if you all following. Right? You minus 3 million from 214 million. How much you get? Don't come with no grassmatics. He said he don't know who is this secret, what do you call it? This secret high level of the team here. Even say he know who's them. Vikram Bharat. The other Bharat. None of them are good. 2 Bharats meet so far, none of them are good. He know nothing either. Well, economist Elson Lowe addressed this very vexing matter. And I'm certain the pressure brought to bear from the coalition as well that caused Irfan to keep. Now he wants investigation. Listen to what young Elson Lowe said about this issue yesterday in the PNCR's press conference.
The PPP is putting our oil wealth at great risk and is disinclined to protect our national patrimony. Guyanese do not believe for 1 minute that the second vice president was unaware that ministry officials were in the process of negotiating a 211 million US reduction in the questionable expenses highlighted in Guyana's first oil audit. The vice president's history is characterized by many lies, misinformation, and inconsistencies. The vice president is known to be a control freak who does not allow people to operate based on professional competence. When the opposition met with ExxonMobil's representatives just a few days ago, Exxon representatives stated definitively that this reduction had been agreed to by the government. If Bar Jagdeo, the nation's chief oil policymaker, did not know of and agree with this outcome, how could the operator express such confidence that the matter was settled? Rather than blaming public servants for carrying out the tasks assigned to them, Jagdeo and his cabal need to come clean to the nation as to what really was going on at the Ministry of Natural Resources. As the PUP scrambles to cover its tracks, we believe that it is a good time to take stock of the extreme financial losses the PUP is exposing Guyana to by refusing to competently fulfill its audit duties. The opposition has committed to working to ensure our people get maximum benefit from our oil sector.
Yeah. Everyone say he know. He know. Lock him up. That's what I say. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock up he. One scandal to the next. One scandal to the next. Jagdeo says because they're transparent, we find out. Right? They're trying to thief out the money. That's what Jagdeo said. Because they're so transparent, we've been able to find out. Now, because of the pressure that you guys have been bringing to bear on this issue, the pressure that must fight, he said, right, it's because they're so transparent that you find out. Never mind the issue had to be leaked about this secret commando at the team that brought down monies owed to you and I as Guyanese from 240 million US dollars to 3 million. Now, Irfan Rano said he launched an investigation. Right? He launched an investigation. This corrupt cabal, Pakati, Alibaba and the 40 thieves. We tell you, Alibaba and the 40 thieves. Listen to your boy, Jagdeo yesterday in his press conference on the same matter. Mind you, they didn't have an investigation yet up to this point. Now Irfan Rano this morning. Take a listen to your boy Jagdeo in his press conference yesterday.
I've seen a lot of comments about the audit issue. And these comments are justifiable. The comments are justifiable. But the fact that we are debating this matter is only because of how this government has approached the oil and gas sector. Had this happened on the APNU, we wouldn't have known about the issue years from now. Like what happened with the 2016 contract, the signing bonus. It took us years to find this out. Now, we have not concluded this matter as yet, but we discovered it largely because of how transparent we have been. Now, you would recall that particularly the Starbuck News, when they raised this matter about the sloth in concluding the audits, I said to them that this is a matter that the politicians will not interfere with. That it's purely for the technical staff and the technical agency, namely the GRA, to deal with that matter. That if we're not going to rush any staff member or of the GRA or the GRA to conclude the matter until they are ready to do so in their own judgment. And because we believe that politicians must not get involved in, they don't have the capability. You need accounting, auditing capability, and they must not get involved in these matters.
Y'all hear story there, folks? Y'all hear story there? The man said he don't know about the audit. This secret audit happening to re-audit for Exxon OAS. Right? If you don't know about the audit, Vikram Bharat, the other bad Bharat, didn't know about the audit. But it's because of their transparency. It's because of their accountability. We know that an illegal audit was happening. Right? So while he on every Thursday talking for 1 hour and a half about what happened in the PNC, he don't even know what in the own government. You understand the madness that passes for good governance? But not everybody putting up with it. I want you all to know that. Not everybody putting up with the madness. Every day, he in the PNCR business. He know what happening with Sirens. He know what happening in Granger bedroom. He know what happening in the PNCR with Risedale. He know what happened. He know everything else. But this audit to defraud the Guyanese from 214 million US dollars to 3 million, he know about that. He know about that. He know about bank accounts in the PNCR. He know about executive meetings in the PNCR that should be held in December. He know everything. He know about work. He know about Washington Conference. But the other happening clandestinely in the Ministry of Natural Resources. He know about that. He don't know about that. I said lock him up. Lock him up. The thing we're supposed to know about, they know about it. They don't know about it. But the friend run out this morning. He said investigate. Is this going to be like the Sue investigation? Good folks. Good folks. Dwayne Collins, Quincy Cruz, Andrew Cuthbert, Naomi Drucker. I finish my banana. Is this going to be, no beams, Naomi, no beams. Is this going to be like the Sue investigation? How is that going? Folks, how is that going? Please and thank you. How is the Sue investigation with those damning allegations Sue made against the character that damaged the reputation of the vice president? How is that Sue investigation going? Look, Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, spoke before the UN 78th General Assembly just this week. And Zelensky made an important point. Zelensky made an important point. You remember what happened in Russia? With Prigozhin? Right? Putin said, all things forgiven, Prigozhin. You march on Moscow. All things are forgiven. Right? All things are forgiven. No hard feelings. Zelensky said, if you want to know if you can trust Putin, look what happened to Prigozhin. If you want to know if you can trust Irfan, trust Bharat on an investigation, right? Look what happened to Sue. Look what happened to Sue. Look what happened to Sue. So look for investigation. Then Bharat tell the police, investigate Sue. How is that going for we? How is that going for we? These jagabats and drenched crapos. Crapos. How is that going for us? How thieves can investigate thieves? Catch them the hand. How is that going to happen? How are thieves good? I've got to pick my accent checking it up these days. How are thieves going to investigate thieves? It's just not going to happen. You can't put cat for watch milk. It's not going to happen. Please and thank you. If you could trust them on investigation, look and see what happened to Sue. Please and thank you. How is that going? Sue, the man said, brought his international reputation into disrepute. How is that investigation going with Sue, please? Sue carried people in the living room. He said, I have all the agreements. Sue handles all the agreements. He gets all the support from the government. How is the government side? Facilitating things. Right? We know the rest. How is that going? Please and thank you. That's one of the things we're following this morning, folks. Then we're going to circle back to. You know what? In that same presser yesterday, also spoke about how these things impact cost of living of Guyanese. How these things, the thievery, the corruption, how it impacts the cost of living of Guyanese. Take a listen.
As the cost of living crisis persists, hundreds of nurses flee our country. Teachers and other workers are forced to fight for better wages. It is inconceivable that any caring government would rob the Guyanese people of the opportunity to access more revenues. This is just what the PPP is doing. The 107 million US dollars that Guyana will now move to claim on the basis of this audit could easily provide low-income housing for 2,000 hard-working families, or alternatively, 100,000 Guyana dollars for nearly every Guyanese household. This first audit, initiated by the coalition government, indicated 13% of costs could be questionable. Applied across the existing approved oil projects, that is more than 5 billion US. Left to the PPP's machinations, Guyanese can instead expect no more than the 3 million US pittance we were just about to receive. Rather than undermining the GRA with secret agreements, we once again call on the government to support that agency with the staffing and funding that would allow it to do its work. This is particularly urgent given Guyana's second cost oil audit is on the way, and early reports indicate no significant cost disputes. It would be quite bizarre for one audit to reveal almost 13% of bills are questionable costs, and another to reveal none. This audit must urgently be released so that it can be closely examined.
You all heard those numbers? 2,000 homes could be built for that money they're trying to thief out. Alibaba and 40 thieves, 2,000 homes. Every Guyanese family could get 100,000 from that money that them boys thieving out for the 1%, for the cabal. Yep, and Ali ran out this morning talking about you must investigate. How do you want against the investigation against Jagdio and Sue going? How is that one progressing for us? Other things to discuss, good folks. Other things to discuss. I know some folks who got some issues, some matters before the High Court, before the Court of Appeal. They said they're not getting access to the hearings, the public not getting access to the hearings. That's one of the letters to the editors in the morning papers today. A number of persons, a list of names, you know, Janita, Razik, Van der Razik, Frederick Collins, Sherlina Negard, Elizabeth Hughes. They say they have several cases and they outlined a number of them. But they go on to say in almost all of these cases, access to court hearings has been severely limited. Apart from the appellants, defendants, and their lawyers, journalists and other persons, including citizens who are associated with such cases or have an interest in these cases or are members of the public, have been restricted in many, if not all, of these cases that are being brought, and a number of these cases got to do with the same oil and gas industry. The same oil and gas industry that Alibaba and the 40 thieves got the money from. These cases, folks, let me light up the darkness and let there be access so that all Guyanese can know what is happening with these cases. They're in the public interest. Our Nissan oil and gas industry, we need to know as much as we can about it. And these cases are going to form, the foundation of a lot of these matters that are going to be decided on. Let it be light in the darkness, good folks. That's all we're asking. Light up the darkness for all to see. Yep, that's one of the things we're tracking this morning. In the morning papers, folks, we like when our young people are involved in wholesome activities. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. And this young woman has just published a book of poems. Yeah, she's full of poems. We love it. You know, you got your talent. You see, you got your giftings. You got your craft, your art. We got to create an enabling environment where our young people flourish. And we love the fact that she's put out this book of poems, Colors for You. And this is by Shikha Prasad. Hope I'm pronouncing her first name right. Miss Prasad, you can't go wrong there. Beautiful book of poems. And the publication says that they're available on Amazon. I think they're available via Kindle rather, as well. Amazon and Kindle, right? And we love, let our young people be involved in wholesome activities. And let us, as the slightly younger or advanced younger folks, help them to create that enabling environment. So I want to say congrats to Ms. Prasad for putting out this book of poetry that is available online. She said it took close to a year for her to write this book of poems. And Shaker, I hope I'm calling it right, is just 21 years old and firing in her creativity already. Firing on that front. We love it. Folks, we love it. Right? And in this write-up, she says that, let me see if I get it right. She says that she was writing since the age of 13. We say keep going. Don't stop there. Right? She's been writing since she's 13. And she says that through this dynamic book, she aims to bring awareness to the larger community. And in the process of writing her book, she noted that it took her close to a year to complete. She's 21 years old. She said that there is where my wife came in. And she said, like, hey, did you write anything today? Hey, what are you doing? Do you have an update for the book? So Shaker says that her wife continually kept pressing her to keep writing. So keep writing. So we want to say congrats to Shaker. I hope I'm calling her name right. Right? Or is it Shaika? Shaika Prasad. We want to say congrats to 21-year-old Shaika Prasad. Colors for You is her first book, and we're expecting many more. Shaika, congrats to you, and congrats to your wife. It takes a whole family. It takes a whole village. Congrats to Shaika and her wife. Moving on there, folks. Lights, sirens, action. You know, we've been talking for a long time about what's happening on our roads. Everybody got sirens and lights. Wah wee, wah wee, wah wee. Folks, the driver, he personal vehicle, got siren and lights. The maid, the cook, the dog walker, the babysitter, everybody got sirens. Everybody got sirens. And that is why we were happy. We were extremely happy when we saw in the press this morning them saying that they have now launched a program, a system, a campaign, you see, to eradicate Those who don't have no permission should not be using sirens and flashing lights. They don't have no authority to be using sirens and flashing lights. I want to capture the header better than that. Let me capture it better than that. Right? They said, is it this? Oh, my Lord. Let me get it good. Let me phrase it better. Let me get the phrasing better. I don't think I did it justice there. Because this is something we've been talking about for a very long time. And we are more than happy to see some movement on the issue. Right? We are more than happy to see some movement on this issue, that they actually taking it seriously. That they're actually taking it seriously, and they're going to actually do something about this. Yeah. Operation ongoing. That is the word I was looking for. Operation. I got the program and can be. Operation ongoing to remove all illegal sirens and flashing lights. That's the headline out of Newsroom. Operation ongoing to remove all sirens and flashing lights. Yeah, it's about time. But I'll tell you this, folks. I'll tell you this. We've heard it several times. Elizabeth Norine, we've heard it several times. Sheila Boycha, we heard it from the last traffic chief. We hear it now from this one. I think we heard it from the one before. This matter was raised with the Commissioner of Police. This matter was raised with the Minister of Home Affairs. And they're all promising to look into agreeing that sirens and flashing lights are restricted to a particular category of VIP. And it can't be 450,000 or 750,000. Right. I wear another hat as member of parliament. How come being a flashing lights and siren and the maid, the dog walker, the babysitter, got flashing lights and siren? How come? And in some instances, diplomatic passports too. In some little Caribbean countries, members of parliament have diplomatic passports. But in the 2x4, so we're happy to see, good folks, some movement on that front. Happy and delighted to see some movement on that front. But some other things we want to get to as well as we wrap up. Some other things that we were following this morning. Jack Jones also came out, or he's coming out, to say that there should be an investigation into that Exxon 214 to 3 million scandal US. That's what the thief out. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. I understand why some of them frightened to travel, you know. Frightened like May to Thomas, that the visa get revoked and the phone get taken away. That's why some of them are afraid to travel. Because when you're doing this kind of mischief, you got to be afraid. You got to frighten. You got to frighten. Traffic department telling us as well that in the last, 24 hours across the country, the 2x4, 261 traffic violations were registered. Oh, the whole Guyana got the population like South Carolina, right? Which is a tongue, like Spartanburg, rather, which is a tongue in South Carolina. The whole Guyana. And you wouldn't get here 261 traffic violation in one day. We got to do better, folks. We have to do better, especially where speeding is concerned. That alone is taking a lot of lives. Drinking and driving, inebriated and driving, drunken drivers. We got to curb that too. We got to curb it. 261 traffic violations in one day, no? In one day. And that's not, jaywalking or parking in some restricted area. I'm just giving you that. They found a decomposed body at a Grove premises. Decomposed body. They're telling us that this is, let me make sure I get the the information correct, because I want to give you all valid, credible information. This is a 52-year-old, this is the body of 52-year-old Michael Benjamin, was found in an advanced stage of decomposition in an unfinished wooden house in which he lived at Downer Street, Grove, on the East Bank. Its cause of death is still to be determined. So we're watching that, folks. And for all of you who like to talk about Little Dubai and Little Dubai and Little Dubai, stop it. Stop it right now. Because one young man says, the system not working. For Guyanese at least. The system not working. For those of us who reside in the 592, people could come from Timbuktu and get a lot. Acres upon acres of land. This young man says, he's looking for 40 acres and a mule too, but he can't find it. He can't find it. He said, vote for y'all. It ain't happening again. Looking for his 40 acres and his mule, but he's not finding it today, good folks. He's just not finding it. He took his frustration to Facebook. Beryl Crawford, P. Alicott, Karen Gittins. Took it to Facebook. He said, oh. The Chinese coming. This body coming. That body coming. Don't you land in Guyana and you say you want your business and if it guarantee 2 or 3 jobs, take 100 acres of land. Take 100 acres of land. I want to open a business. It'll bring four jobs. Take 150. Take 150 acres of land. But you right there. You right there. One of the things that fascinates me here in South Carolina is how all the homes got a lot of land space. Nobody need choke up. Since you wake up in your bedroom and you say to your spouse, morning, hon. The neighbor answer, that's how close you are. The neighbor answer, unless you live in Jagneo compound. In Jagneo compound, he got other houses. When you got it like that, boy, you want to bring down 214 million US to 4 million US? Me got houses in me compound. Me got a compound. Ask them who got the compound. But the young man took to social media to express his frustration about the system not working for the ordinary Guyanese. And he's right, because a lot of you who come back home, you might be trying to build a house. You engage the system in some way. You to express your frustrations. And that is what he did. He said he won't beg nobody for nothing. I can't even catch my own hand here. What is it? Blockages. The system not working. Take a look, folks, and take a listen to what he said.
Listen here. I want everybody to listen to this and share this day. Right? I apply for lands and survey. I apply for land up the highway. Right? They send me back a letter saying that, that we gonna call you. I applied 6 months ago. I got brand new excavator. I got more machine coming in too. Right? I don't hire more machine for coming. I got brand new tractor. I got plow. I got all resources. I got workman. I got money. I got everything. Right? I want to do farming up the highway. I want to plant pine. I want to do something else. You understand? Why is it, right? And Guyanese seeing this every day. And you know who allowing this? The ministers them. And the president allowing this. Foreigners coming in this country, so, right? And getting acres upon acres of land. And let me tell you something. Me and Frankie will talk. Mr. President, if you want, you can send a letter for me for sue me or whatever. For keep me mouth shut. But let me tell you something. I talking. Because I is a citizen in this country. And I apply for land. You understand? Up the highway. And you ain't giving me. No, the ministry ain't giving me. I went in back there the other day and said, we gonna call you. Collect my number and that is it. Nothing more. I tell you, the small man them in this country, right? the poor class people gotta stay poor. Because you know why? We ain't got a proper government. You understand? The only thing what this government talking about is aisle. You understand? They want to try to make this country a green economy. You know how you can make this country a green economy? You know how you can benefit from, you know how you can not depend on fuel in this country. Yeah? You can start by putting charging stations at all the gas stations them. Right? Secondly, you could give the poor class people small loans. People say, well, watch, you want to bring in an electric vehicle. You understand me? You make it easier for poor people. But no, Mr. President, you're not thinking about that. You know you thinking about? You thinking about let the foreigners then come, take all the resources and exploit it. Gone. Everything gone. You understand? It's happening from day one. And we as Guyanese people, we staying too damn easy. And now is the time that we got open we are as Guyanese people, right? And we need to raise revise on you, because let me tell you something, at the end of the day, right? You're not giving me nothing in my pocket. You understand? Everything I working for. Right? Mr. President, y'all need to change your ways. You understand? Stop talking about aisle. You only talk about aisle, how much money you making from aisle and this and that. Right? But still, you got land given away to all the rich millionaires them that come into Guyana. You understand? I got resource. I got my money. You understand? I got me equipments them. Why I can't get 2 acre land up the highway, eh? Y'all too damn corrupt. I vote for y'all, but trust me, watch. This trip here, me ain't think me voting. Trust me. Me ain't gonna vote. Me ain't gonna vote. Mr. President, you can keep your land. Keep your land. Keep it. That's alright. Keep your land, man. Right? Give it to the Chinese them who are coming in the country. Give it to the foreigners them who are coming in the country. No problem. Keep your land, man. But I want people open the eyes on this government for see what's going on and speak up about it. Don't frighten the government. It is we right as the people, we put you there. You understand? And we got a right to speak about it. And you can't stop me from speaking. You can send home a liar letter you want. You can't.
Yeah, you heard that? Open your eyes to this government. That's what we said. Open your eyes to this government. Well, Shawa here. Open your eyes to this government. That's what our brother says. Open your eyes. And don't bash him. Or else you vote for them. We all entitled to vote for who we want to vote for. That's why it's called a democracy. Right? Even though them boys want to turn it to Kim Jong-il fun country. It's a democracy. And you allow that. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Please reconsider that. If you want to know if the people really like you, have a contrary view to theirs. Have a contrary view to theirs. You can see if they really like you. If they really care. When you get down to it, when you get down in the weeds, then you see governance or the absence thereof at its best. He ain't want no favors. He see he got a little money. He procuring his equipment. But he probably talking the right language. When you gauge the system, he ain't talking the right language. He ain't talking the right language. That's probably the problem. He ain't going in the right living room. That's the other problem. He probably going in offices. He ain't going in the living room. You let them offices business don't operate. You find out the hard way. In those offices, business is not operating. You get in the right living room, my lord. You get all the support. You might get to handle all the agreements. You in the right living room. That's his only problem, you know. He going the wrong places. And he probably talking the wrong language too. But we got to change that. We got to change that. Folks, if you come on the live, and you don't share the live this morning, you're wicked. close to where them boys are. Jacobitism, you see, crapoism. Trench crapoism is the worst kind of affliction. Share the line, good folks. Smash that emoji button. That's going to do it for us at this end this morning. I'm Spin King. Until our next broadcast this evening, which is our final broadcast for the week. And then we head into the peace and calm of the weekend. Good folks, I wish some of you were here with me to see some of the fantastic places we have been. I've been to some lovely trail walks, folks. The Americans know what they're doing. That's why they're a superpower, the superpower. Right? That's why they're the greatest country on earth. They eke out little trails for you to go and just walk among nature. You know, you see big people, 8 to 85 years old, walking the dog, you know, walking out the grandkids. And everybody's so friendly. They always have a hi and hello. How are you doing this morning? You know, you should see one America. You should see one America. And we deep south here. I understand. You got some undercurrency. I understand you got some undercurrency. You know what, this will go in a bank and you will see a line? Oh, Jesus. The thing make it sit down. Then get no line. I open the bank door. I mean, see no line. I look for choices. What's this? Alex Sanford. This is a big one. I bust the light door. Me see no line. You know, you bust a bank door in the 592. You see about 300 people stand up. You say, oh God, is you annoying here? Let me see if you get somebody to tap up. Is you annoying here? Oh God. You go by the ATM, it's another line. Oh God. Here's what I go in the bank. Me see a line. I say hello, open for business. Or it's the bank holiday. I say walking the wrong place. I done clear me whole day because you know when you go into bank, you go to transact businesses whole day. I bust the bank door. I said, what's this? Me step forward because I know the bank be robbed. Or is something happening here? So I say inside. I say inside. Everybody there. Caucasian say, yes, sir. How may we help? I confused at this point. I said, watch here. I sit down a little bit. Me see nobody in this bank. I sit down a little bit here. I see, I'll share this guy needs money. I sit down a little bit, his problems. I said at least think about 400 people in this bank. I claim the whole schedule for the day. I got a little sandwich in the bag. I got a little ice apple. I got a banana, you see, or two. Right? Look how hot Naomi now and some of them others. I got a banana or two. I got a little juice in my bag. I just whole day here now. Whole day here. You see? I went on a little trail walk the day before for sure up the old legs. I said, got a lot of stand up to do now. I bust the bank door, me see nobody. I say inside. I say inside. I say like in Guyana, people come to work here, let the door open, but nobody at the counter. You see? The lady so clear, I ain't see him. They say, yes, sir. How may I help you? Bright smile on your face. I say, you know, I go in some place and people suck teeth like you interrupting the day. How can I help you? I have to take a chair for 10 minutes. You see? I take a chair for 10 minutes. Right? Here they ask me, are you waiting to see one of our other officers? Do you understand the cultural shock I get to hear, you know? I'm about to go into cardiac arrest now. Other officers, they want to call it paramedics. I am about to have a cardiac arrest here now. Right? Raymond, that boy's about to call code here now. You know? Come on, we let you go this morning, Duncan. Come on, stay with us. They're about to call code here now. Not a body in this bank. I said, what kind of Ku Klux Klan thing is this? Like the plan for me. Like they got some jackabots from this side. Like them boys tell them I coming. They gonna hang me high now and stretch me wide. Folks, Uncle Sam know what they're doing. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Naomi, Uncle Sam know what they're doing. They know why this country is a first world country. You see, I'm going about South Carolina here. I'm about to wrap up. Hold on. This is my first finally of 7. As old preacher, you know. My first finally of 7. I see this place. The grass cut neat. You know, it's a couple of days. I'm here. A couple of days. There's more than a couple of days. It's a couple of days. This grass cut neat every day. After the first week, the first 5 days, I asked my host, I said, Biden visiting? This grass doesn't need, you know, when president coming through, they can fix a bridge, you get your grass cut. They're sweeping out, oh, you leave dust under your carpet. If you come in, you get a road smooth out or so on. Yeah. I see the grass neat every day. I said, Biden coming in. Folks, that's the time. Our final show, morning show for the week. We got one broadcast left. Wavy Doris says, no more laughter from my belly. No more. You see, we happen to bring down your pressure out. Partner with me, the man. Partner with us, the man. We're sharing the link for those of you who got your credit cards, your Zelle, your PayPal, your what have you. We're sharing the link. Good folks. We're sharing the link. Right? So partner with us, good folks. Partner with us. You know, the same money you want to take for to buy a NutriFus, to buy a bush. I know some of y'all didn't ask for, but y'all still enjoy this bush thing, you know. Y'all ain't just like my medication. Be warned, bush and got those. Bush and got those. Folks, we encourage you to partner. Partner with us. I'm going to send you all the link. Partner with us, folks, and help us to keep going. Help us to keep going. Can't say tell you nothing for the morning. Can't say. Those have been some lessons from my sojourn. You see? Those have been some lessons from my sojourn here. Right? Margaret, come. Folks, Margaret on the live. Margaret on the live. Please and thank you. Margaret, happy to see you back on your feet. Margaret, is what Rio doing to you. Margaret, please. Happy to have you back. Don't stay away so long next time. Right? Don't stay away so long next time. Please and thank you. I'm trying to do this thing on the fly and do all these things all at the same time. Margaret, please don't stay away from us so long next time. You know, folks, they say, and Rio probably proving it too, that the age is just a number. Ability lasts a long time. Margaret, it's good to see you. Good to have you back on your feet. Margaret hasn't recovered since New York. Margaret, what happened in New York? We won the book. We won the book, Margaret, or at least the photographs. At least the photographs. Elizabeth Ryan says, good morning, Margaret, and Rio Nelson, good to have you back on your feet, Margaret. Good to have you back on your feet. All the other folks joining us this morning. Thanks for joining us. That's our time at this end, and that's our broadcast. Stay safe. Stay safe.